budget meeting. I'm going to blame it all on Devin here.
Okay.
She's been working hard trying to get all the figures together. June and I went and had a meeting with Sharpie with the LGF courthouse. And she keeps patting us on the back, telling us how good a job we did, but we still need to cut 800,000. She said it like 3 times.
That's if you cut a whole 1.9.
Okay.
And I keep saying that I
You
think
brought wine for our good pizza?
Drink water.
But I think we need to go in, okay, we know what the PTRC money is going to be, but we don't know what the tax rate will be, so we don't know exactly how much tax rate money we'll bring in. And if everybody just stays frugal, spend what they need to spend, but don't just spend money to be spent in your budgets. We'll have some monies left there that we can still use at the end of the year. And there is, like, if we have to take out some in the next year, we still have that 100,000 in wellness, and I don't think that it would take, even if we do just a healthy mind for the ones that didn't do it this year, we could still do that and still have some monies to cut.
So how much do you have in reserve right now?
When you mean reserve.
Well, like you said, at the end of last year, you would have had some money because everybody was being frugal. How much did you have at the end of the year?
Around about 500.
About 500.
Well, not last year, we had like 800.
Did I explain
Yeah.
to you guys what I did?
But we've already started cutting some of that stuff out.
No,
Yeah.
that's after cuts.
Well, but I mean, we started looking at the budget saying, well, we're not going to spend this, we're not going to spend this.
Right.
So we already started cutting into that a little bit, right?
No. What I did was I went back to 2004, and I put down each department and what was budgeted, and then what was unexpended at the end of the year, which would include any cuts that the council would have made during that budget session. So what I tried to do is to make an educated guess of money that we would have left over. We had anywhere from, I think the lowest year was in 2007. The council cut $321,000. There was still $269,000 left at the end of the year unexpended. The highest year was last year. The council cut, that's 2002. The council cut $232,000 last year out of 2009's budget, and we still had an $810,000 unexpended budget at the end of last year. So what I did was like a 6-year average, and it averaged out to like $523,000 over the 6 years that was left at for a unexpended balance at the end of the year.
And how much do you say we still need to cut, Gary?
Well, they're saying, what do we cut? Still need about another 800,000. If we cut it to the bone, to the nitty gritty, kind of nothing in our account, the general fund for the year. Right, June?
That's going for that 129. And I don't think we need to have to go to that. That's what I'm saying. When she worked this, she worked it on about 95% of the AV assessed valuation. So that's going to go back up. And that'll bring in some extra, that'll bring in some tax funds. It'll go up to at least what it was, if not higher. That's the reason why I keep saying we don't, and she agreed with me. She said, I told her, I said, my gut feeling is I think we need to go in a little heavy. And she said, because I said, we know where the PTRC money is, but with the excess valuation and whatever the tax rate, we don't know what that's going to be, and we won't know until next year. And she agreed with me. You want a more comfortable chair, don't you?
Well, there's another one right here.
Yeah.
Sit down here and behave yourself.
Yeah, well, stay one.
And help yourself. This is sausage, pepperoni, and cheese.
Okay.
I think what we had talked about in the office was if you figure on the low side of 500,000 left at the end of the year, after you guys have made all your cuts. The wellness is still in there for next year, and that's another 100,000. Plus, normally we can get 150 to 200,000 out of the health insurance, usually, depending on.
I didn't bring water. You want water? Oh, yeah, get water.
No, I've got the keys. I'll go
My
get it.
refrigerator's closer.
You got water in there.
He's got water in his fridge.
I'll get some.
You want a refrigerator is, don't you?
In the wet bar.
Right next to the path to the river.
Really want money? No. This is my supper.
I can smell getting to you though.
With a piece of fish that I just got out of the oven at 6 o'clock, so I'm eating it as quickly as I can.
How do you like it tonight, Bill?
It's not bad. I mean, I don't feel hungry, so. That's your supper.
I would be too.
Fish. My calories consist of about 1,000 to 1,100 a day.
What's in your body? What's in your body?
This is, you know, those like those crystal light little things. That's what's in there. It's a great flavor.
Great.
That's turkey and
That's
dressing.
my favorite.
Turkey and dressing. That's what I've been thinking.
Oh, turkey and dressing. Oh, big drumstick. Yeah.
Where they're gonna kill you.
1,100 calories. You got some more.
Chocolate cake and mom.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Hey, I tell you what.
Cherry pie.
With ice cream on top of it, chocolate syrup.
Reminds me of
I'm
a
sure.
chocolate factory movie. Stick your gum.
Just turn it
Okay.
over.
So what are we doing?
You
So-
have kids too.
Do I understand that though that we're concerned that the tax income may not be what it's been in the past? It may be lower.
It won't be lower according to tax that are supposed to be paid in. What the concern is, who will be able to pay their taxes? How much will come in people who don't pay their taxes?
Okay, we don't.
The problem is the rates have went up. I don't know if yours has or not. Your assessment, mine went up too.
That's the reason why they go
And when that goes up, your property taxes go up.
Those went up, then you're gonna have to probably people not pay them.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Because, especially the kids, they'll, yeah.
My concern is in the future, the tax rate versus the assessed value, the AV. Because right now, we're still working on tax revenue, even though there's these, got the so-called circuit breaker. We've had supposedly cut our budget 1.9 million, which is about 28% over last year. And my taxes at home went up 28%. You know, and so my concern is when they go this trending, and they finally get some history with people who are selling their property lower than they should be, or what the real value of it is, and that trend comes into play, then if the trending goes down, the cost of the assessed value, will our tax rate go back up to take care so we can maintain the city?
When your assessed valuation goes up here, tax rate comes
Right.
down. Tax rate goes up on the other.
So that's a given. This will
I
happen,
see
right?
what he's saying.
That evens out.
He's saying eventually your tax rate goes down, you don't get enough taxes.
But the AV goes up, so you will get at least 3%.
We hope.
See, we used to get, supposed to have been 5%, and it's been dropped. And we're down to about 3%. That's what we get.
That's pepperoni and there's cheese down there.
That's
Same
pepperoni.
here,
That's
same
pepperoni.
here.
That's sausage, that's cheese.
So, but I still think that we are, when it's all said and done, we're going to probably be pretty close. And where there's going to be some monies left. But I don't know how much is going to be left, because I don't know how much the departments are going to need to stand.
So Judy,
But
they
yeah,
had,
can I get, just kind of run a few figures by real quick, just to make sure I know where we're at. We're saying we need to still cut another 800,000. That's ballpark. You're saying, well, let's go with low fat, but 800,000 is the number, let's say. All right? And then you're saying the average over the last few years has been 500 and
530 almost, 520.
520. Let's just say it's 450 because we cut some of that stuff out already. We were anticipating what we would use for the year. I don't know if we did whole lot, but we can say, let's just say towards